Yeah, welcome to the Making of Me podcast, where we explore the experience and decision that shape who we have become. Our today's guest is Tim Malm, a former elite radio competitor, entrepreneur, and survivor of life-changing traumatic brain injury. After a promising radio career was suddenly interrupted in 2010, Tim rebuilt his life through faith, grit, and relentless determination, founding Stronger of 413 as a testimony of rediscovery, purpose, and resilience. It's really a pleasure having you on the show, Tim.
It is my honor to be here today.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so Tim, can you take us back to your life before 2010?
Can we back to your question? My life before my accident was pretty awesome. I was on the path to Rodeo for a career. I was going to college right before I had my accident. The 3.9 GPA and just love school. Was looking forward to the rodeo that summer and fall. And that fall I was gonna go on my pro career. And it started off like any other Sunday before. Went to church, had dinner with a buddy of mine. Decided to do some roping practice in the afternoon and rode my first steer and cemetery, and unbeknownst to me, the rope came under the horse's leg, and when it came tight, it jerked the horse down, and the sudden whiplash shook my brain from one side of my head to my other, and it caused major brain bleeding at the base of the brain stem. I spent 2 weeks in ICU in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and then got transferred to Kroger Health Hospital in Englewood, Colorado. And during the transfer was the first time I opened my eyes since my accident. Spent almost 4 months at Craig, and then I've been home every day, getting better, getting stronger. But through it all, God has been good.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Which that was really a whole lot. So, what do you remember most clearly about the moment everything changed after your incident?
I don't remember anything about the day of the accident. I remember the night before I went to a local amateur rodeo and ended up winning it. And then I don't remember anything for about a month after my injury. I said the lights were on, but nobody was home.
That was really a whole lot. So, in those earlier days of recovery, what was the biggest emotional or mental battle you faced?
The biggest emotional moment that I faced was the thought that I would never do anything I loved anymore again. But in that moment, it was work I choose whether I could feel sorry for myself or still go all to God and get better and get back to it.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. So, how did your identity shift when the redo life you built suddenly stopped?
Before my accident, I could do anything I wanted to do. I mean, it wasn't anything so too hard. I just had to try a little harder. And now there's not much I can do myself. I have to have help, which has been a major shift in my spirit and with the physical demeanor, that I had to ask for help a lot, which before I didn't do.
Amazing. At what point did faith become a central anchor in your rediscovery?
The fact is
Yes.
that what you yes. My faith was everything to me and still is. I was always a Christian and I always talked to God. But before my accident, I talked to God like He was way up in space. After my accident, I talked to God like He's sitting in the chair in front of me. He's so close now, and I always talk to Him.
Wow, amazing. So what kept you going on the hardest day when progress felt slow or uncertain?
It was the Spirit that kept me going. I just turned to my favorite Bible verse, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It says all things, not just most. All that means everything I was going. It just reminded me that I could do it. And I thought to myself, if God went through the cross for me, then
Mm,
who am I to complain about what I'm going through now?
yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. So how did your mindset from Rodeo competition help you in rehabilitation journey?
It helped me because I was always going for first place, and that still hasn't changed. I'm gonna be the first person to come back from my specific brain injury, and I'm gonna do the quickest. I came to the conclusion that I was in a race with myself. So I knew I could win, but I knew I had to lose at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you for sharing. So what was the significance of regaining ability, like using your right side and swinging your rope again?
The significance for me doing those things just proved to myself that with hard work and try and a lot of prayer, they were coming back. There's nothing I will not be able to do with hard work and prayer and time.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you for sharing. So lastly, looking back, what moment made you realize you were not just recovering, rebuilding a new purpose?
Sometime in the hospital, I guess, but I never really had that moment. It was just, we are all recovering from something, whether it be a bump on the knee to a major brain injury like me. We are all on the road to recovery, and the only thing that matters is who we are recovering with, and if we are drawn closer to God every day, then it'll be alright. 'Cause God promised He's good to heaven. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but soon it'll come.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, Tim, it has really been amazing having you on the show. So, Tim, for my audience who would love to reach out to you to dive deep into your stories and to connect with you, how can they reach out to you and where's the best platform?
The best way to do it is go to my website, or you can find me on Facebook or Instagram. I do both of them quite regularly.
Yeah,
My website is the best place to keep a hold of me.
yeah.
That is where you can find my coffee for sale. I have very good coffee.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. And definitely for my audience who would love to reach out to Tim, check the show notes and you see the link to his website. Yeah, and that to his social media. It's really a pleasure having on the show, Tim. But your story is a powerful reminder that life can change in an instant, but purpose doesn't end with change. Journey shows that
And
with faith, grit, and persistence, even the most devastating setback can become the foundation for new mission and stronger identity. Yeah, it's really a
to
pleasure.
have a comeback, you have to have a setback.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tim. It's really a pleasure and honor having you on the show.
Thank you. The pleasure has been all mine.